Class 6 Mathematics Chapter 20 Substitution. Children, in this video you will learn about the brackets, how we use these brackets in solving the sums. In general, there are certain symbols which you must have seen, like these. These symbols are called the brackets. Let us study about these symbols. The first one that you see, it is a simple line which is drawn over any number or any x or y or z, that is the literals. This is known as the vinculum or the bar bracket or the line bracket. So the simple line that you see which is drawn over any literal or any number, that is known as vinculum or bar bracket or line brackets. Next we have these round brackets or the simple brackets. The round brackets or ordinary brackets or the parenthesis, these are generally used in solving the sums. Then you have the curly brackets. They are also known as the middle brackets. And the last is the square brackets or the box brackets. So children, whenever you are going to solve the sums now in algebra, you will have to solve these sums according to the different brackets which are given. You may find more than one or two brackets present in one sum. Now let us solve some examples to understand. Opening or removal of brackets. It is very important for you to understand that when you remove a bracket, there are certain signs which are present before the bracket. So when you open a bracket, let us see what happens. When there is a positive sign before a pair of brackets, there is no change in the sign when the bracket is opened. Here, see this example. It is given as A plus, within the bracket you have B minus C. Now, just before these simple brackets, you find a sign plus is present. So, when you will open this bracket from here, you will get A. This plus sign will be multiplied to B, which is also positive. So, it will become A plus B, and the minus sign which is present before C will remain the same, because plus into minus will give you minus. So ultimately your answer is A plus B minus C. Next point. Now when there is a negative sign before a pair of brackets, then all the signs of each term change when you open the bracket. Let us see one example over here. Here you can see it is written as A minus, now within the simple brackets it is written as B plus C minus D. Now when you will open this bracket, you will have to multiply each and every literal which is present inside along with their signs with this minus sign. So this A will remain the same as it is. Now minus into B will give minus B, minus into plus C will give minus C, and minus into minus D will give plus D. That is, when a negative sign is multiplied with a positive sign, you get a negative sign. But when a negative sign is multiplied to another negative sign, then you get a plus. So children, this must be taken care of when you are solving the sums. See this example which is given over here. Here it is given as A minus, within simple brackets you have B plus C plus 2A plus 2, which is multiplied to, within the brackets you have minus A plus B. Now when you will open the bracket, So A minus into B will give you minus B. Minus into plus C will give you minus C. This plus 2A will remain as the same. Now this plus 2 into minus A will give you minus 2A. And plus 2 into plus B will give you plus 2B. So when you are opening a bracket and you have a number, so this number will be multiplied to both the literals which are present inside along with their sign. So ultimately, when you will solve this, you will see that plus 2A and minus 2A cancels. Minus B and plus 2B will give you plus B. So ultimately, your answer is A plus B minus C. Now, removal of brackets. Let us understand how we solve the sums when there is a vinculum present or the bar bracket is present. Now, here you see in this sum, you have got a bar bracket. Now, the sum is given as 63 minus, within the bracket you have minus 3. Again, within the curly brackets you have minus 2 minus. Now, 8 minus 3 is present under a bar bracket, which is divided by 3, and then you have 5 plus minus 2 into minus 1, and then the bracket is closed. Now you will have to follow each and every step properly over here. Here 63 will remain as it is and minus into minus 3 will remain as it is. We will first open this vinculum or the bar bracket. Now 8 minus 3. So 8 minus 3 will give you 5, but there is a negative sign in front over here. So it will become minus 5. So within the bracket you have now minus 2 minus 5, which is divided by 3. Now when you solve this, minus 2 into minus 1, there is no sign between these two brackets. It means that minus 2 into minus 1 will give you plus 2. So 5 plus 2 is written over here. So 63 minus 3 within the bracket. Now within these curly braces you have minus 2 minus 5. So minus 2 and minus 5 added together will give you minus 7, which is divided by 3, now multiplied by 5 plus 2, which is 7. So here you get 63 minus, now minus 3 into minus 7 will give you plus 21, divided by 7 into 3, again 21. So 63 minus 1, because 21 divided by 21 will give you 1. So 63 minus 1, you get the answer ultimately as 62. Similarly, in the next example also, you see 25 minus, within the box brackets you have 40, divided by, within curly brackets you have 8, multiplied to, within the simple brackets you have 6 minus 6 minus 1, which is written under the bar bracket. So let us solve this bar bracket first. 6 minus 1 will give us 5. Now since there is a negative sign over here, it will become minus 5. So ultimately you have 25 minus, within the box brackets 40, divided by, within the curly brackets 8, multiplied by, within the simple brackets 6 minus 5. Now 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. So here it will become 8 into 1 in the next step. Now 8 into 1 will give you 8. So in the next step again you will get 25 minus, within the box brackets 40, divided by 8. So 40 divided by 8 you get 5. Now you have minus sign over here. So this will become minus 5. So 25 minus 5, ultimately you get the answer as 20. So children, you will have to open the bar brackets in this way and then solve the sums. Some examples from exercise 20b. Now in the first sum, as you see, minus m, minus n, minus, within the simple bracket you have minus m again and minus m. So when you open this bracket, minus into minus will give plus m. Now in this step you see a plus m and a minus m will cancel. So ultimately your answer will be minus m minus n. See the second sum. Here you have all the brackets present except the vinculum. So x minus within box brackets you have y plus within curly brackets x minus within simple brackets y plus x, and all the brackets are closed. So when you open this simple bracket, you get within the curly brackets as x minus y minus into plus x as minus x. So x, a plus x and a minus x will cancel. So minus y will remain. So this minus y and plus will give you again another minus y. And you have a plus y already over here. So y minus y will give you 0. So ultimately your answer will be x minus 0, which is equal to x. The third sum. Minus, within the brackets you have minus 4a minus 8a. Now since you have the same literal, so what you can do here is you will just simply add 4a and 8a. You get minus 12a. So minus and within the bracket minus 12a. So when you open the bracket, this minus and minus will be multiplied and you will get plus 12a as the answer. So children, in this way you have to solve the sums of exercise 20b.